Hi there. In this video, we'll run through the main features of Stantia CRM. There's no software to install, you just need an internet connection and a web browser, and you can use it on your desktop or on the go from a mobile device. To access your account, log in at crm.stantia.com. Once you're logged in, you'll see your dashboard displaying information about your boat listings from the yacht market. The charts show statistics for the current month so far and the previous 12 months on boat views, enquiries, clicks to view your phone number, and click-throughs to your website. Just below these, you can see top-level information on your highest performing boat adverts, recent enquiries, and latest boat interest matches. For more detail on these, click the View Report buttons. We'll go through the report section later in this video. Near the top right corner, you can see information about potential buyers who have saved your boats as favorites. Reports. Click Reports in the left menu to view reports about your boat listings on the yacht market. The Enquiries report displays a searchable list of sales enquiries. Click the View buttons to display the details of the enquiries. The Boat Views report shows the total monthly views for your boat adverts and a breakdown of views by boat. There are also various other reports for boat advert performance and a history of your live chats with customers. The Recent Interest report displays matches between your customers and the boats that match their interest criteria. We'll run through how to set up interest matching later. Boat Inventory. The Boats section is where you manage your boat listings. Click Boats in the left menu to see a searchable list of your boats. By default, the status search field is set to live. So, if you want to view boats that are in draft or archive status, you'll need to change that setting. The keyword field searches across various fields such as the boat's name and make and model. There are many other fields to search on which are self-explanatory. In the Actions column, you'll find buttons to view, edit, and archive boats. To edit a boat, click the relevant Edit button, or add a new boat by clicking the Add Boat button. After clicking Add Boat, enter the name of the boat in the pop-up. Don't worry if the boat doesn't have a name, this is an optional field. The Template drop-down box is a future feature that will enable you to load specifications from a template to save you time. However, as this is not available yet, just ignore it for now and click Add. We won't go through all the boat fields in this video, but there are a few things worth mentioning. The marketing title enables you to display a short message at the top of your advert. This means you don't need to enter marketing information in the make and model fields, keeping that data clean, which is essential to ensure your boat is categorized correctly so buyers can find it. There are certain fields that you might want to keep a record of in Stantia, but not display on marketplace portals or on your PDFs. For example, the boat's name, price, and hull identification number. Click the relevant toggle buttons to show or hide this information. The public toggle controls whether the information is displayed on the yacht market. The PDF toggle shows or hides the information on PDF boat specifications and window cards. And the Exports toggle controls whether the information is included in data feeds to other marketplace portals. If you have boats that are for sale and charter at the same time, you can enter both a sale price and a charter price to save you creating separate boat listings. You can even enter a fractional sale price. Using the Publish settings on the right-hand side of the screen, you can set whether the boat listing is in draft mode, live, or archived. Only boats set to live will appear on the yacht market and be exported to other portals. You can also set the sales status here, that is whether it's available, under offer, coming soon, or sold. Below these settings, you can set which office and sales representative the boat is assigned to. This will display the relevant contact details on the boat advert and ensure inquiries are routed to the correct person. On the Construction, Propulsion and Accommodation tabs, there are various fields which have units of measurement, for example length, beam, displacement, speed, and fuel and water tank capacities. you can choose your preferred units of measurement from the Profile Settings page. To do this, click your name in the top right of the screen. Select Profile Settings and choose your preferences from the Units of Measure section. Save your settings and return to editing the boat advert, and you can see the measurement units have changed. On the Description tab, you can add a summary, which is a short description to include on PDF window cards. Below that, you can add the main description, which will appear on the Yacht Market and any other portals you feed to. You can add multiple description sections, each with a title. For example, you might want to create separate sections for accommodation, navigation, equipment, etc. To help market your boats overseas, you can also add the summary and descriptions in multiple languages by clicking the Add Language button. You can then toggle between editing the different language versions using the language drop-down box. On the Photos tab, you can upload your photos. Once you've done that, you can click the edit icon on each image to write a caption and select tags. Tags are used to group your images. You can change the order of your photos by dragging them. The first photo is the one that will appear in search results, so make sure this is a really good external shot. On the Media tab, you can add videos and virtual tours that are hosted elsewhere. For example, to add a YouTube video, upload the video to YouTube, click the Share button and copy the URL. Back in Stantia, click the Add Media button, select Video, paste the URL, and enter a title. You can use the Equipment tab to quickly add detail to your boat listings. Click Add Equipment to see all the available options and click All That Apply. Then close the pop-up window to return to the main screen, where you can add the quantity and the make and model of each item. On the Files tab, you can upload documents related to the boat. These could be surveys, bills of sale, repair schedules, service reports, etc. Files uploaded here are for your records and not published on the Yacht Market or exported to other portals via data feeds. Finally, on the Owner tab, you can select which of your contacts is the owner of the boat. This is just for your reference. This information is not made public. When you've finished adding a boat, remember to go back to the Basic Details tab and set the status to Live so it appears on the Yacht Market and can be included in exports to other portals. Also, make sure you've set the office and the user that the boat is assigned to so that enquiries are routed to the correct team or person. When you've sold a boat, set the sales status to Sold. You'll be prompted to enter the source of the sales lead and how much you sold it for. You can also select which of your contacts bought the boat. This will automatically add a note to that contact's record with the details. It will also update the new owner on the Boat's Owner tab that we saw earlier. To delist the boat from the Yacht Market and other portals you feed to, set the boat's status to Archived. Routing inquiries to the correct sales office or person. Stantia has a direct link to the Yacht Market, so as well as receiving inquiries from the Yacht Market by email, they will also appear in your Stantia account. You can find these in the Enquiries report I mentioned earlier. To route inquiries from other portals into Stantia, you'll need to ensure the email address those portals send your inquiries to is a Stantia address. To find your Stantia email address for each of your offices, click Settings and then Offices Locations in the left menu. Click Edit on an office to view the details and click on the Email tab to view the Stantia email address for that office. It's the one labelled System Email and ends in stantiacrm.com. If you have multiple offices, each one has a unique Stantia address, so make sure you use the appropriate one for each office. When you provide these Stantia CRM email addresses to other portals to send your inquiries to, your inquiry emails from those portals will go into your mailbox in Stantia. From there, you can add them to contacts, which I'll explain in a moment. In this section, you can also add and edit offices. Just click the Add Office button to add a new office, give it a name, and fill in the details. Then click the Logo tab and upload a logo. If you don't have different logos for each office, just upload the same company logo for each office. Your contacts. On the main contacts screen, you'll see a searchable list of your contacts. Only active contacts are shown by default, so change this search setting if you want to see archived contacts. The keyword field searches across multiple fields at once, for example, the name, email address, phone number, and address. You can also search by country based on the contact's address and which office or user the contact is assigned to. You can use this feature to filter your search to only those contacts assigned to you. Click the View button, or the name, to view or edit a contact. To add a new contact, click the Add Contact button. A pop-up will appear asking for the basic details. As a minimum, you'll need to enter their name and at least one piece of contact information. After saving the details, you'll be directed to the Contact Details page where you can add more information. Click the Edit tab and you can add additional email addresses, phone numbers, and addresses. If you have more than one of the same contact method, click the star next to the one that you want to be the primary one. The primary email address and phone number will be the ones used when you click the call or send email buttons. On the left, you can set the status, either active or archived. You may already have some set to lead if you've imported them from elsewhere. You can choose what the customer's preferred method of contact is: email, phone, or post. You can record the source, which is how you found this contact. As you start typing, any sources previously entered by you or your colleagues will appear to help keep the list of sources consistent. You can also assign this contact to a specific office and a user. Remember to click Save when you've finished editing the information in the left panel. The Overview tab shows the primary contact details and the history where you can add notes about the contact. Click the Call button and a pop-up window will open where you can enter notes from your phone call. If your computer is linked to your phone system, or if you're using Stantia on a smartphone, this will also dial the contact's primary phone number for you. Notes you enter here will be logged in the history. You can send an email to the contact by clicking the Send Email button. Depending on your setup, this will either send an email using your default email software or directly from Stantia. Either way, the customer will see the email coming from your own email address, so it's from an address they're already familiar with. Here, I'm demonstrating the email behavior for the Use Default Email Client option. Clicking the Send Email button opens your email software with the email addressed to the contact. Notice that a BCC address has been added automatically. This sends a copy to your Stantia account so the sent email is logged with the contact. If you're using the Use Stantia email behavior, you'll see a pop-up to compose the email. As this is sent directly from Stantia, the email will be logged in Stantia without the need for the BCC address. The Emails tab displays emails to and from the contact. Emails will appear in here automatically when the contact's email address in Stantia matches the to or from fields of the email. If you send or receive an email to or from an email address that's not already in your contacts, they'll still be logged in Stantia, but they won't be automatically linked to a contact. You can link unmatched emails to contacts by heading over to the mailbox. Click an email to display it in the reading pane, then click the Link button. Search for the contact you want to link the email to and select it from the search results. Note that if the contact doesn't exist already, you'll need to create the contact first, as described earlier. You'll see that the email is now linked to the contact, and it'll appear on the Emails tab of the contact. It's also a good idea to add that email address to the contact so this linking can happen automatically in future. If you've linked an email incorrectly, you can undo the link by clicking the Unlink button. You can also link the email to a boat by clicking the Link button again and searching for a boat. you'll now see that the email is linked to a contact and to a boat. You can now click the linked contact or boat on the email to go directly to them. Back on the contact page on the Documents tab, you can store any files related to the contact. For example, digital copies of contracts, letters, etc. If you receive anything paper-based from them, you can scan it and upload it here to help towards a paperless office. Creating a contact from an inquiry from the yacht market. The Enquiries report displays all inquiries about your boats from the yacht market. You can very quickly create contacts from inquiries. Just click the View button to show the details, then click the Add Contact button. The Add Contact pop-up will appear already filled in with the details. Click the Add button and the contact will be created. Notice that as well as the name and contact details being added, the source of the inquiry, the message, and details about the boat are also recorded. On the Interest tab, you'll see that the contact is now linked to the boat that they inquired about. We'll talk more about interests in a moment. On the Inquiries report, if the contact has already been added, the View Inquiry pop-up will display buttons for viewing the contact and adding this inquiry to the existing contact. Boat interest matching. This is a powerful feature that will save you time. On the Interest tab of a contact, you can keep a record of what your boat buying customer is looking for. You can link customers to specific boats they've shown an interest in, or you can enter their criteria, and Stantia will find matching boats from the inventory. Let's run through how to do this. To set a specific boat as an interest, click Add, then click Add Boat. Search your inventory and click Add. You can repeat this process to link the customer to multiple boats. To create an interest based on your customer's criteria, click Add, then click Add Boat Criteria. Use the form to enter the customer's criteria and then click Add. You can add additional criteria to narrow the matching by clicking the Edit button. For example, if you enter a length and a year, Stantia will only match boats that satisfy both parameters. You can also add separate sets of criteria that work independently of each other by clicking Add again from the main screen. An example of why you may want to do this is a customer who wants two boats, perhaps a yacht and a tender, or where the customer has different criteria depending on the make. Once you've linked a boat or added criteria, the main screen updates instantly to show matches from your inventory. Notice how the different matching criteria are displayed on the page. A set of criteria that work together to narrow the matching, a separate set of matching criteria that work independently, and matches for a specific boat. You can edit the criteria by clicking the Edit buttons, or you can remove them by clicking the Delete buttons. You can view all the contacts who might be interested in a particular boat by clicking the View Boat button on this page. You can also get to the View Boat page from the main boat search screen. Once you're on the View Boat page, click the Interested Contacts tab to see the list of interested contacts. When you add new boat inventory to Stantia that matches a customer's interests, these new matches are generated automatically, and you can view these in the Recent Interest report from the main menu. When matches between boats and contacts are made, your team will be emailed to notify them. The email notifications work like this. If the contact isn't assigned to a user or an office, all users in your company will be notified. If the contact is assigned to a user, only that user will be notified. If the contact is assigned to an office but not to a user, all users in that office will be notified. And if the contact is assigned to both a user and an office, just the assigned user will be notified. The user who performs the match will not be notified because they'll already have seen the match happen on the Interests tab of the contact. You can configure whether or not you receive these email notifications from the Profile Settings page. Your tasks. In the Tasks section, you can create reminders for meetings, events, customer callbacks, etc. to keep yourself and your team organized. The tasks screen shows a searchable list of tasks. By default, it shows outstanding tasks from today onwards which are assigned to you. If you have any overdue tasks, the View Overdue Tasks button displays a badge showing how many. Click the button to view them. When you've completed a task, click the task to edit it, mark it as completed, and then click Save. Click Tasks in the left menu to return to the view of upcoming tasks. To create a new task, click the Create Task button. Enter a title and a start date and time. The rest of the fields are optional. Enter an end date and time if you want to specify the duration of the task. Optionally, you can add a reminder, so you'll be reminded by email in advance of the start time. You can also enter a reminder message to appear on the reminder email. Whether you add a reminder or not, you'll be notified by email at the start time of the task. By default, the task is assigned to you. However, you can assign it to someone else or even to multiple people. You can either create a one-off task or set it to recur daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. In this example, we're creating a task to recur every 1 week on Mondays. Enter a date in the End By field to stop the recurrence by that date. If you want the task to recur indefinitely, leave this blank. Click a task in the list to edit it. If you click an instance of a recurring task, you'll be asked whether you want to edit that instance or the whole series. If you edit the instance, your changes are made only to that instance. For example, you might have a weekly meeting at a set time, but on one of the weeks the time has been moved. If you edit the series, your changes are propagated to all the instances of the task except any instances you've already edited. There are options in your user profile settings which allow you to turn task-related email notifications on or off. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like to sign up for Stantia to power your boat sales business, please get in contact, and we look forward to welcoming you aboard.